So in this video, I want to talk about the effects of extensions on Afro textured hair, especially kinky Afro textured hair, because it tends to be more on the dry side. When you put extensions in, all those extensions are doing is leaching out moisture from the hair. So the longer you have the extension in, the drier the hair will be. So what you want to do is make sure that you fully moisturize and seal in that moisture into the hair before applying the extensions, so that the extensions don't leach as much moisture out of the hair when you take them out, and that way you experience less breakage as well. There's a growing trend these days that just breaks my heart. And I have been seeing more and more of these type videos, and I find it just heartbreaking. I feel it's probably because a lot of these moms don't know how to properly care for their baby's hair. So when it comes to celebrations and photo shoots, they are now resorting to putting wigs, lace wigs on the baby so that they can look, in quotes, more presentable and more beautiful for the birthday or the photo shoot. But in reality, it just looks a bit ridiculous. Half the time, lace wigs look ridiculous on full-grown adults, talk less of kids. Sorry, but it's not what you want to hear, and it's not going to make me the most popular, but it's the truth. I also feel like we should just allow kids to be kids. So let's get into this with a story about one of my clients. Full Bloom Beauty is an all-natural and vegan hair care line founded by yours truly, and I am on assignment to restore your crowning glory. And your edges are the jewels to that crown. That's why I am so proud of Anoint Hair Growth Oil that can help restore your edges and your bald spots, just like it did for me and thousands of women who have tried it to date. I have been using these products for years, and they are responsible for the health, length, and thickness of my hair. You can order one of our sets today at fullbloombeauty.com and use the code YT10 to get 10% off your first order. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you check it out. Back to the video. So I had a client reach out to me because she was really frustrated with her little 2-year-old's hair. After speaking to her, I realized that what she does is wear a lot of extensions for this little girl. So she will have her in braids a lot of the time. And in more extreme cases like these videos that we've just seen, you know, they'll put wigs on the babies. The only thing is this tends to cause more damage than you know to the hair itself. And let's not even speak of their actual scalps and that are getting glued and getting pulled, you know, and those hair follicles could be permanently damaged because their hair is just not fully formed yet. Its scalp is also not fully formed. It is too much. It's ridiculous to think that a scalp and a head so small and so young could bear the same thing that an adult can, when we all know that even there are some adults that suffer from wearing wigs and braids all the time, much less a child, because our hair tends to be more on the dry side. So when you have hair that has not been cared for properly, it will be even drier. Now, to apply extensions like braids or wigs onto this is worse, because all they're going to do is suck out more moisture from the hair and make it weaker and drier. And as a result, it is going to break. It's not going to look good, and it's only going to continue to suffer. And then you get a catch-22 whereby the hair hasn't been allowed to recover. It's breaking, it's weak, it's not healthy, it seems not to be growing, and they will then now become dependent on having extensions or wigs placed in, and it's just a vicious cycle that never ends. Now, if we're starting off our kids at young and tender ages and we're forcing them into the cycle, they will have absolutely no hope by the time they are 10. You know, it basically, what I'm trying to say, it's too much, and you can cause irreversible damage that it will be absolutely needless for a 10-year-old child to be suffering from alopecia, say, because the hair follicles on her edges have been permanently damaged. So can we start a culture of not wearing these wigs and even putting extensions in children that are so young, because it's just not healthy for the hair. You need to give the hair a chance to actually grow and actually figure out the right, regimen and hair practices that you need for your child's hair, and the hair will grow, it will bloom. It's the best time of the of a it's the best time of development to really actually nurture the hair so that you can get the most out of the hair. All hair wants to do at that point when it's little babies is actually grow. If it has if you have the right hair care regimen, the right nourishment, and the right products, the hair will thrive. But if we continue to do things like put wigs and braids in the hair, it's only going to suffer and get weaker and break off, and then you get the complaining and you never get out of that vicious cycle. What am I trying to say? If you want your baby's hair or little daughter's hair to thrive, be healthy, to grow thick and long, what you need to do is actually cut out adding extensions to their hair as much as possible. I would say only once a year, maybe during holidays you can put it on, but not even for children so young. And maybe that's from about the ages of maybe 8, 9, 10 up on holidays. Most of the time you want to just find a hairstyle that works for them, braid it, cornrow it, put it in twists. Try and avoid extensions as much as possible. All they do is suck out the life from the hair, and it doesn't give it a chance to actually flourish and fully bloom. I hope you've learned something hanging out with me today, and if you're still here, I'm sure you'll enjoy the next video.